Hi, it's Emma, and I have got another scrapbook process for you. So you can see there straight away that I am using white cardstock that has already got purple paint all over it. I was messing around when I had mixed some colour for a previous layout, and yeah, I didn't like the result and I couldn't use it, so I thought, well, I'll use it as a place to mount my background. So I am using the products from the Like Forever September kit called Acorn Avenue, which is all of Pink Paislee's Cedar Lane collection. And you will probably have noticed as well, if you watch my videos, that I am scrapping a photo that I've already scrapped. I scrapped this photo of me at Harry Potter Studios a while ago. It was, well, not too long ago actually. It was with the Create Paper Wonder collection, so the last kit that I had. And I don't know. I created the layout and I posted it on YouTube, and I don't know. There was something about it that I just wasn't working. And then a viewer very helpfully said in the comments that maybe it was because the picture itself is quite dark, and I'd used quite light papers and everything around it, and it just, I don't know, the balance was off. So when I saw in this Pink Paisley Cedar Lane collection that there was this gorgeous, gorgeous wood grain paper. This is called Walnut Street. Walnut Street? Yeah. I knew I wanted to use it. So what you've just watched me do there while I've been waffling on is ink all of the edges with Distress ink. I'm using the Vintage Photo. Which I used to do quite a lot, and I haven't done that for a while. But because it's like the wood grain, I thought I would bring that in. And then I'm just using a variety of the papers that are in the Cedar Lane collection to put some layers in, really. And I play around with it a little bit, and that teal that you can see me playing around with is called Riverside Lane. And it's also the B side of Riverside Lane that my photo is actually mounted on. And yeah, I'm just sort of inking all the edges of all my layers, which really helps to sort of tie everything together. And I've been really enjoying this Pink Paisley kit. I really like the colours in it. I really like that purplish colour that you can see there. So I'm actually really impressed with the way this one turned out, and it is much better than my other one. I think my lovely viewer was completely right, and it was just, I was trying to make it too bright. I was trying to brighten the photo by using bright papers, and it just wasn't working. So here I discovered, with a little bit of a play, because I'd come across in my drawers some of the Ranger liquid pearls in platinum pearl, and I bought it ages ago, and I used it for a bit and then never really used it. And I wondered what it would be like if it was watered down. So I put a little bit onto a stamp block, an acrylic block, literally just enough for a large-ish pearl, watered it down with a little bit of water, not too much, just enough that would be on a paintbrush, and then flicked it everywhere. And what it does is it has the same effect as Perfect Pearls, you know, the pigment powder. It dries and keeps its pearly shine, which I really like. So I've, I don't know, repurposed a product and created my own pearly mist, which I'm quite happy with that. And you literally only use a little bit, yeah. Um, so happy with that, and I like the way it showed up on the Walnut Lane paper because it's dark paper. The shine really shows through when it catches the light. So yeah, I was happy with that. I'd come across it when I was rummaging through a drawer, and I thought, yeah, I need to use that. So here I'm just doing it again. I'm adding some more because I thought, it looks good, but I want some more. And I think I've switched brush as well, because the first time I did it I used a sort of flat shader brush, and then this one I've switched to a number 3 script brush, and it just gives slightly better splatters. So that Riverside Lane paper I've sort of stretched, I've cut it in half, cut it into some banner shapes, and I'm stretching it behind that piece. And this is where I just play with my layers, really. And then I was rummaging through the box that my kit came in, and realised, because I was thinking that I didn't have many die cut pieces left, and I was thinking, well, where have they all gone? And it was because for one of my previous layouts, I picked out the bits that I might want to use and put them in a little like glass pot, which you can see just off to the left there, and then put everything else back in the packaging and then back into my box that I keep my kit in. And I'd completely forgotten that I'd done that, so I thought that I only had what was left in the glass pot when I didn't. I had a whole other set. So silly me for that one. So once I'd found all that, you can see I'm just sort of going through and deciding what I want to keep, what I don't, what might work, what won't. That splendid tab at the top, I think that will stay there. These leaves that I'm sort of scattering around, I had fussy cut them out of a paper, and I wondered whether to do like just a scatter, but then I don't know, it just wasn't working. So here you can see I'm just going through the rest of my acetate. Now I'm quite happy. I'm quite okay with scrapping this photo twice. The studio tour at Harry Potter Studios was it was brilliant, and I want to go again, and it's on my list of things to do again because they have different events throughout the year. So this when I went on this occasion, it was just after Christmas, so they had all like the Hogwarts in the snow and everything else. But they have different events throughout the year. So I think actually Halloween would be a great time to go down, because I was talking to one of the members of staff there, and she was saying that at Halloween they have like the Death Eaters walking around and everything. So I don't know. I think you can experience it at all different times of the year. Plus, I went when they didn't have the Hogwarts Express there, and it's there now. So I need to go back just to see the train. At least that's my excuse. So here, as I was going through the die cut packs, I'd sort of took the fox out and then just put it down, intending to disregard it. But I actually quite liked the way it looked. Now, I honestly didn't think when I first saw this whole pack of die cuts that I was ever going to use the foxes, because on what occasion would you use a fox? I don't know. But they're really cute foxes, and I quite like the way they look next to the photo. So they do end up staying there, and my defence for this is my title is going to be Mischief Managed. You know, like it ties in with Harry Potter, you know, like with the Marauders map, and then when you've finished doing whatever you need to do, you tap the map and it would say Mischief Managed and it goes blank. For any Harry Potter fans out there, you know exactly what I'm talking about. So Mischief Managed is my title, and I thought it would fit with this photo because where this photo is taken is at the end of the tour, so it's like that's it, it's the end, Mischief Managed kind of thing. And then I thought, as I was doing it, well, the foxes kind of tie in with mischief. They're quite a mischievous animal, so they stay there. And I quite like them there, to be honest with you. And let's face it, when else was I ever going to use those foxes? And they're cute, so I'm happy, and they can stay. I'll let them. So yeah, I'm just sticking some of my layers down, because I only did it with like one little strip of double-sided tape because I wasn't sure. And here I'm going to do my title with the Fitzgerald Teal Glitter Thickers. And I really like these thickers because they're a narrow font, or a narrow sort of letter. So you get loads of letters on the sheet for a start. You get loads of vowels, which is great, so you can spell lots of words. And you can fit quite a long title into a small space. Because like those trinket thickers that I used from the Wonder Collection, I would never have got Mischief Managed in those on the same page without it completely taking up like 2/3 of the page. So I'm really happy with those thickers. They're nice. I like them. Now here, this was a happy accident. I picked out a little handful of sequins and just sort of put them on the layout, and I quite liked the way they landed, so I don't really fuss with them too much. I was quite happy with that, and I like going in the diagonal with the sequins because it brings your eye sort of down. And there I'm adding 2 wood veneer that I have dipped in a teal glitter embossing powder, so they're like half glitter and half wood. I'm adding that arrow, which sort of just points you in towards the title, which then takes you down to the photo. And I don't know whether you noticed at the start as well, I sort of tore and lifted up all the edges all around the outside of my backing paper, and I really like the texture that gives. And I'm just adding some more of those Ranger liquid pearls. And what I actually want to do, I haven't got a white gel pen, but I do want a white gel pen so I can add some journaling somewhere on here, probably underneath those foxes in that gap. But yeah, it kind of has to be a white gel pen. Now here, I love these gold foiled word stickers, but they're clear, they're see-through, and I kind of feel like they lose the impact if you're putting it on like a busy paper. You can't see it. So what I actually did was backed them onto some white photo paper that I'd actually cut off the side of my square photo, and then put them on so you can see them. So I'm going to leave you with some close-ups. I really like the way this layout turns out. I'm really glad I re-scrapped this photo, so to speak, and thank you for watching. I hope you come back soon, and that's it from me. Bye!